Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Toya. I am gardening in, I think it's on 6A in the suburb of Chicago. And I'm really excited about what I'm going to show you today. I haven't really been out in the garden in like a week or so, just because it's been raining. I've been busy. And so I'm excited myself. It's like a surprise. Like, I'm excited to see like what the garden is going to be looking like, and like everything is just filling out and growing really well. I am very pleased with the garden this year. It's crazy because I'm like starting to think about next year, even though today is what, June 28th, and I'm starting to think about next year because so many things are going well, and so many things like that I hadn't done in the garden before. Like, I just bought this tree yesterday and it's full of ants and I don't know where they're coming from. I'm gonna hose it down. I'm getting off focus. Let me get back on focus. So I was saying, the garden is just looking good this year. It's been the best it's ever looked. I'm just so excited. I'm so happy with it. Just a little tidbit and I'm gonna go ahead and get started on this tour. I've been gardening in this house for 6 years now. I started gardening during COVID. That was the first time I just started planting stuff. I saw some gardeners and I was like, I got time. I got nothing to do. And I just started gardening. So this is a 6-year-old garden, what you're seeing. And I've just been trying to build it every year. Just add to it. Change things I don't like. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'm just going to take you through a walk through the garden. I'm not really going to talk about and name and go through the plants because that'll take forever. But if we see anything that just kind of like jumps out at us, I guess, we can talk about it. We can mention it. But I just want to do like a quick stroll through the garden. I'm going to show you every piece of everything that's in the garden. All the different garden spaces, all the containers. I'm really just going to do a like what I would do in the morning when I go out and just kind of just walk through the garden to see how everything is looking and see what's going on. So it's 2 minutes and 28 seconds already. I really want to do this in like 10 minutes. So I want this video to be like under 15 minutes. So I'm just going to start here on the porch and then we'll get started. So these are my planters. And if you haven't seen my video before when I just did a container tour, go back and look because these containers look absolutely nothing like they looked. And I think that was like a month ago. I think it was like about a month ago, if a month ago. Everything is just really filling out really nicely. I just bought this quick fire on a standard yesterday. You won't believe how much it was. It was regularly $69 at Home Depot, but they had 50% off of flowering trees, shrubs, and whatever. Anyway, I got this for $35. I will be going back and getting 2 more if they still have them. But I bought it because this one here I'm going to keep it in this pot and see if it comes back. I don't know. But I needed a hydrangea right here, so I did replace that. So that's just some snapdragons in there. These are some winter sowing I did. That's still there. This is like when I'm on my porch, this is kind of what you see. Just sitting on the porch. This is some kale my mom gave me. Some of my hydrangeas look like they're iron deficient. I got some iron tone as well as some liquid iron. I'm going to be treating those later. But again, I'm going to try to just walk through quickly. I see a weed, of course. I just pull it, but this is what these look like. These are giant. I said I wasn't going to tell you every name, but these are the gladiator alliums. I think I'm going to go ahead and pull them. I usually leave them all season, but for some reason they like wonky. Look, see how they like weirdly, they're not like standing straight up. Anyway, I think my next garden tour, I'm going to go through and talk about like crazy things or like projects that I got going in the yard. Like this is one of them. This is a Rose of Sharon, and I'm training it into a tree. I did it last year at the end of the year, and I'm happy with how big it's getting already. But anyway, I said this was just going to be a walkthrough. This is a container here. Again, if you saw my container tour, you know this container was like nothing in it. There's another container. I'm going to take you around and start in my hump bed. This is probably my, well, it's hard for me to say that, but one of my favorite beds because I don't do anything to this bed at all. I barely water. Like I'm going to water today because it's going to be in the 90s this week. And so I'm going to go through and water everybody today. A good watering so they can thrive during the heat instead of fry. But this is, I call this my hump bed. And I absolutely love it. I moved this. This is a, I think it's a Summit Substance hosta. I moved it. It used to be there, and I moved it here. And all season, I was like, my hosta's not coming back. And I forgot I moved it. But at the end of this season, I am going to split that into two and put one here because I miss it being there. And I'm going to put one on that side too. So that's one of my plans I got thinking into next year already. I'm going to take that, break it, put a piece here, a piece there. But anyway, this is my hump bed. I love this bed very much. This was a new addition. This is a Brunner. I said I wasn't going to talk about the plants, but I feel like this is a honorable mention. It's a Brunner, but it's variegated. I just got this at the beginning of the season. It's kind of fried. This get a lot of like morning sun that it doesn't really like, but it'll be okay. I don't water this. So if I had been watering this, I feel like it wouldn't be like that. But let's keep going because I don't want this video to be so long. I wonder like my hellebores did not barely flower this year. Literally. Like they did not flower. Like I think I got like 1 or 2 flowers, I think out of this one. That's it. They did not flower. I don't know what happened. But whatever. So this is my hump bed. I'll end with my front bed. I don't really like my front bed garden that you don't really like. If I had to say one part that I don't like, is mine. This is another container. It's just like the first one. I've pruned this back because the what is this? I can't think of the name of this. Coleus. It was just all over. It had taken over. So I had to trim it back some. But I was saying, is it you just really don't like? That's my front bed. I really want to rip it all out and start over. Keep going now. This is a tree. I hate this tree. And that's a harsh word for the garden, but I do. It drops a bunch of seeds, like all over. Like whatever this tree is, this tree want to thrive. And so this bed is so hard to maintain. But this is the best that this bed has ever looked. Usually I don't do anything to it, but this time I put some begonias around it. And at the end of the last year, I added some clumps of daylilies that I already had and seed them and just threw them around here. So this bed, if I cleaned it up and weeded it, it actually wouldn't be too bad. So I'm actually happy with this area. It usually doesn't even look this good. Okay, we're gonna go around the side. This is like my shade here. I love this bed because I don't do anything to it but water. I just cut the irrigation on. And it's like my trees, like these trees usually are full by now. I think these are lilac bushes. They are not. It's weird. But I love what's planted under here. It's just really nice. I think this is a volunteer, I don't know, marigold maybe? When volunteers pop up, I usually let them stay. This is weird for a plant to pop up, especially like a marigold, but you know what? If it's gonna thrive without me doing anything, I'll let it go. That's hosta just looks so pretty back there. I think that's called a Patriot. I don't know. Let's go. Let's keep going. This side of the bed, this is usually my bed that I love because I usually never do anything to it. But this year, these are Incredibles. They have been stressing me out. I have drip to these, and I even added an extra drip. And it's like they seem to like not be happy. And like they're not getting enough water. I don't know. Or maybe they're getting too much sun. I don't know. But I don't like what's going on with these hydrangeas, and they're stressing me out, and I don't know. Anyway, my dahlias are coming in. I thought these were going to be black. They are not, but I mean, what do you do? I did a terrible job. Look at these. Look how like crispy. Like you would think they are they're getting watered right now. There's one right there going to the bottom. I don't understand. I don't understand. I do not understand. Anyway, I'm tired of stressing about it. If you saw my container tour, remember this container? You can't even see that it's a container almost. Everything is just filling in very nicely. Let's keep going. My hydrangeas are waking up. This is a Ruby Slippers. This is the first hydrangea that starts to bud and wakes up in the yard, and it has taken over this spot. There's another hydrangea right here, and I'm tempted to move it, but then I probably won't, just because I want my garden to be like overflowing and like you can't even decipher what's what. So I love this look actually, so I probably will leave it. This barberry, I said I wasn't going to talk about it. This is a 9 bark. I cut this thing down every year so hard. I trim this down to like 1/3, and it's crazy. I love this plant. I tried to propagate it, and I had one that lived, and I think I've let it die because I wasn't watering it. It's another one of my hydrangeas that look like it need iron treatment, which I have it, and I am going to treat it. But it's crazy how these are the same hydrangeas, got them at the same time, planted at the same time, right next to each other. But this one gets a little bit more sun. And then look at this one. And then look at this one. And they're literally right next to each other. Isn't that crazy? I'm just going to go around here. And then I'll take you in what I call my little secret garden, where my vegetables are. And then we'll just continue. I had to really prune. If you see my container, I had to really prune this. Because like, the petunias were really leggy, and so I cut this back. So, but as you can see, the hydrangeas are really starting to bud up, and this hedge is going to be a show in a little bit. It will be a show in a little bit. I've been working on this hedge, adding the catmint at the bottom. And some of these perennials, this is the first year that they are here. So a lot of this is new. I don't even know if this is a plant or if this is a weed. I feel like this is a weed. I don't think that's a plant. That's a weed. Yeah, I don't know why all my hydrangeas look like this. But help is on the way. I already have it. I'm just, after this tour, I'm going to do that. So this is what this looks like from the side. And this is what I'm calling my little secret garden here. This is another project. We'll have to talk about this later because I'm going to put some climbing roses on this at the end of the season. And I have a whole plan for this. This is a new addition for this year for that. But let's just go into my little secret garden. I planted some zinnias and some sunflowers that are in these baskets. So hopefully my plan is to have a bunch of, be greeted with zinnias and sunflowers as you come in on this side. I just bought these. I just planted these like a couple days ago. What is this? Mountain Fire Pieris. I bought 2 of them. Usually this hedge I put elephant ears or cannas or something, and I tried something different this year, and they are not filling in. Like, my cannas are so slow to wake up. Like, look at this. Like, usually by now they're like half my height. And then I got this banana tree. I'm going to show you. I have another one, and it's in a container in the far back, and it gets neglected, barely watered, and it is thriving. But this one here, it gets water, it gets more sun. I just don't know. So I said this year, at the end of the year, I'm going to plant perennials here, and then just leave a couple of gaps for some annuals. But because I'm tired, this part stresses me out. I really want this to be like a hedge, and it's not hedging. It's not hedging. Anyway, let's keep going. I said I was going to not be running my mouth. Okay, so this starts my vegetable garden. We got some sweet potatoes in here. This is just sweet potatoes in here. I think I put an okra in the center. There's an okra in there, but most of these are just sweet potatoes that I got going up the vine. This bed here is got potatoes in it. And then there's a volunteer tomato back there, and I'm letting it go, of course. Why not? This is a weed that's growing. Where is it at? These weeds be like, my goodness, I can't even pull it out. These weeds are like crazy. My goodness. Anyway, we got some cucumbers. They're making their way up the trellis. Got some basil in here, some nasturtiums. Got some onions here. I think those are onions or garlic. I don't even know. Let's be honest, I don't know. This bed doesn't get enough sun, but usually I grow potatoes in here with no problem. But this year, they not coming up. I was gonna plant some more in here, but I'm like, oh, I don't have the strength and energy. Some more cucumbers, sweet potatoes in here. Some okra. My okra is doing good. And this one is getting bigger. I just got to put that over there to be cute. Some petunias, sunflowers. I did just put some more sunflower seeds back there. We got some basil, some spinach, tomatoes, some dill. The dill is flowering. I got some cherry tomatoes here. I don't know what kind of tomatoes these are actually going to be, though. I got a couple of different bunch of tomatoes, and I didn't label them well, so all the tomatoes are going to be a surprise. But we got a lot of flowers, so we should be having tomatoes soon. And we got more tomatoes over here. I saw some down here. See that little guy? A lot of flowers. We about to be coming into tomato season here for me in a minute. Got some more cucumbers. They are making their way up the trellis. Oh, I planted some popcorn right here. It's actual popcorn. It's for popping popcorn. And so we'll see how that comes along, but it's doing pretty good. Some more basil, tomatoes. This little tomato tree don't look like it's doing nothing. This little plant right here, but we got some tomatoes here. So we're gonna be having tomatoes and cucumbers in a minute, because once cucumbers take off the vines, you know it's soon to come. Look, there's a flower right there. Got flowers right there. So we're gonna have some cucumbers and tomatoes real quick. And peppers. Look at the little peppers. We're gonna have peppers too. And again, my peppers, I did a terrible job of labeling my peppers, so it's like it's gonna be surprised. I have no idea what's what. No idea. Okay, let's keep going. So this is my vegetable garden. See, I'm not really a vegetable. I have some vegetables, but I'm not really a vegetable gardener. I'm more of a flower gardener. But look at all those flowers on this pepper plant. Basil. I need to come. I've been neglecting the yard lately just because I've been busy. But I'm going to get back out here. Well, this week it's going to be really hot, but I'm going to try to get out here in the mornings. I'm trying to see if I see any tomatoes on there. I don't. I tried something different with my tomatoes this year. I really didn't prune them, and I usually do. Here's a container. There's a container here. I usually prune them, but I saw a bunch of chats, and I was like, you know what, this year I'm not gonna prune them. And I think that has delayed my fruit. I think by now I usually have tomatoes. And so I'm going to leave that to the fact that I didn't prune them. But look at my containers. These zinnias are showing out. These are double Sahara raspberry something, I think. I have some in the front, but the ones that are in the containers are showing out. I'm at 20 minutes and I wanted this video to be 20 minutes. I gotta speed up. But look at these containers. They are doing really well. I'm so happy with them. Here's some more over here. I saw a lady with a video and she harvested Swiss chard and she put it in a jar like flowers and it was gorgeous. So for that very reason, I'm just growing Swiss chard just so I could put it in a jar. But the flowers are doing good. The green stalk, I just did a massive, somebody ate my strawberry. Oh no, they didn't. It's just weirdly shaped. I did a massive harvest on my green stalks. I really need to replant them, but honestly, once it gets mid and late summer, I start to fizzle out as far as like planting. Oh, I got some beans. This is my first time I ever grew beans. These look ready to harvest. Look, this is my first time ever growing beans. This is the first time I ever seen them. I'm coming back to get these babies. Look at these. I'm coming back for y'all. They're my first beans ever. I'm actually making a 15 bean soup probably tomorrow or one day this week, and I'll include that in it. I got some patio tomatoes in my green stalk. I got 2 of them. Here's the other one I'll show you. I got these overgrown carrots that need to be harvested like yesterday. They probably ginormous. Got some okra in here. See that? I just planted some lettuce seeds. I think that's what those are. Oh, here's my other tomato. Let me go back over here and show y'all. I gotta hurry up, guys, because I don't want this video to be 8,000 hours. But here's the front. This is got some snapdragons, some zinnias, some cosmos, some sunflowers, and some onion. I planted onions along the border. And this is my first year growing onions, and I'm very pleased with that as well. I'm going to have some onions, guys. Look. Look at that. Ah! They not that big, but I'm going to take what I get. My first time. What? And my daughter came out here. I told her to get some green onions. And do you know she chopped off my onions? She did. But as you can see, I need to come out here and do some maintenance. But I love it. The garden has made me very, very, extremely happy this season. I don't have no complaints. Oh, I should have cut my fountain on for y'all. Okay, let's go over here. This is all basically new too. I've been trying to build this garden out because this garden was just full of grasses. And I've slowly been trying to take the grasses away and add more plants. Like at the end of the season, I'm definitely going to move these grasses back so you can see more of the catmint. I got some seeds in here. They're not germinating because I don't be watering them good. But I planted some sunflowers, some teddy bear sunflowers. And I need to do better at watering so they could come up. But this is what we got going on over here. Everything actually needs to be watered, especially back here. Especially back here. Needs to be watered. This area, I'm working on this. It's nothing really but columbine and some greenery back here, but that's gonna be my project for the end of this season. I really want to work on that area. But look at that banana tree, y'all. Look at that banana plant back here. Thriving. Look at this ajuga. This ajuga is showing out. I want this ajuga to fill out this whole area because this area gets very, very weedy. And I want this ajuga to just take over. It's going, but it's slow, but it's happening. But again, let's talk about this banana plant that's showing out back here. I need to just cut this. I call myself trying to keep that leaf and stalk it up, but let's just gotta let it go. Just let it go. It's probably stressing the plant out. But this banana plant is showing out. I'm almost tempted. I might bring that inside at the end of the year. And I don't got no house plants because they stress me out. But these containers back here, I really don't do anything back here. They enjoy the shade back here. And they are thriving. Look at that, birds of paradise. Gorgeous, darling. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This is a new addition. I built this hedge last year. Oh, that's another. I had a house plant and it was stressing me out. So it got kicked out here and it's doing good. I put some begonias at the bottom of it, but it won't be coming back in my house. I'll see if my mom wants it or somebody, but it was stressing me out. So it got kicked out forever. But I planted this hedge last year and I'm so very pleased with it. I'm gonna come out here today and deep water my arborvitaes because I was scared because my neighbor, we planted them at the same time and one of hers died. And I was like, ooh, I better get back to watering. But I just got some 9 barks here, some hydrangeas. I just planted catmint along here. I'm just so very happy with this hedge. I really wanted to give me more privacy this way. This used to be my hydrangea. I used to call this my hydrangea bed. It still has a lot of hydrangeas, but I've taken a lot out. And I'm so very pleased. Like, I had the wrong kind of hydrangeas in here. I had a lot of panicle hydrangeas in here, and they still get a lot of sun, and they did not thrive. But I moved those out and put these in, the big leaf ones, and they have never looked this good. And I'm going to treat them again. I'm going to treat all my hydrangeas with iron because they all look like they're iron deficient. But look at this. I can't even remember the name of this because you know what? It hasn't bloomed for years. This plant has literally not bloomed for years. I have to go back and look at the tag to figure out what it is because I forgot I had it because it hasn't bloomed for years. Same thing with this one. Has not bloomed. These have not bloomed for me for years. Years until I moved them into this bed. I had them in random places and they just did not do well. But they are loving this hump bed or this hydrangea bed. Like this one. No buds yet, but it's never gotten this big and it's iron deficient. But I'm gonna treat that today. But I love this bed. It's another one. I mean, looks tiny, but it's never even gotten this big. Same for this one. Like, these hydrangeas didn't. I just had them in the wrong spot. Like this one. I had a bunch of panicle hydrangeas in here. Like, this has no blooms on it. At the end of this season, I'm going to move this out of here. I don't know why I left this one here. But I'm going to move this one out of here and move it somewhere else so that it can be better situated. Woo! I almost fell and broke my neck. But this is what this bed is looking like. I'm doing a video. I just pruned this off. I was gonna tell y'all to give me a Happy Meal.
Oh, my bad. I
should make you go back and get me one. Look at this.
I was finna go
Isn't
get
this so
food.
cute? Where you finna go?
You know where I'm going.
Chipotle? You finna go right now? Why you just didn't go at one time? Why you wasting my gas like that? Stop at McDonald's on your way back. I think I do. I'll text you what I want. This is my gazebo here. This is probably one of my favorite areas too. I'm going to speed it up, guys, because I did not want this video to be 20 minutes, and we are at 30 minutes. But look at these containers. I love it. This is my favorite area, probably. I love it. I love it. I got these planters. To go back and look at my container garden and look at how these looked then and look at them now. I got chamomile. I haven't tried it yet, but I am definitely going to make some tea. This is my first year growing chamomile. But let's go around here. We're actually almost done. This is the side garden. I'm really pleased with the side garden because I made a lot of changes this year. And I'm liking how everything is coming along. This is my hibiscus. I call this my hibiscus garden. I used to have 5 hibiscus in here, but it was too much. And so now there's only 3. There's one here. And I don't even know. I moved some, and I'm not even sure which ones I kept. So I'll have to wait till they bloom. But I know this is the Holy Grail. And it's slow to wake up. And it's usually my first one, but it's still alive because we got 1 here. We got 2 here. Oh, that's a weed. But usually this is the first one back. But it's coming. I'll be patient. But it's 1 here, and then this one's budded up, about to go. So is this one. I just don't know what's wrong with this. This may have been my first plant that I ever bought. This Holy Grail. It may have been my first plant that I ever bought in my garden. Now that I think about that, that's making me sad. What if it don't come back? Because it's June the 28th. I don't know. That would make me so sad. But I have another one in the back that's not doing so good. It don't get enough sun. So actually, I would just bring it from back there and put it here. But that was, I think that might have been my first. See, no weed. I got to pull it. I think that was my first plant that I ever bought for this garden was that Holy Grail. But look at this calamint. It's showing out. This is 3 plants. And then I went at the end of the season and bought some to put over here to kind of mimic the same thing, but it don't look as good as that, but it will. This is a planter. It was on my porch, but it wasn't getting enough sun, so I moved it back here. I put some seeds back here, sunflower seeds, and ain't nothing germinating because I forget to water. But I'm happy with this side. I'm starting to get worried about that now that I sit here and think about that, but I love what's going on here. Got our hydrangeas here. We got a Rose of Sharon here. Got some beautiful hydrangeas that are in bloom. Beautiful. Some Veronicas that are spent. This hydrangea is so iron deficient. Oh my goodness. There's a planter back there. They are crying. That's okay. Help is on the way. I made this. I'm really excited about this. I made this hydrangea standard. I took a clipping from one of my hydrangeas, and it was so tall. So I was like, you know what? I should turn that into a standard. And I think this is what, 3rd year? 3 years it's been like this, I think. I really need to just kind of prune this so it's not too heavy. But I'm definitely going to come through and give it an iron treatment. But that's what we got going here. Shasta daisies are in bloom. The coreopsis are trying to come back. I have deadheaded most of them. This is look down my side garden. Rolling into my front garden here. Hydrangeas are coming in. This is new addition. I just bought this Japanese maple this year. this season, maybe about a month ago, it's been here. And it actually likes that spot. It is doing very well. And this is just what the front garden is looking like. These are geraniums. What kind of geraniums are these called? I forget. Are this Palladium? They are showing out. Oh, this is the first time I saw this. This was from seed. African Daisy. African Daisy. I did these from seed. Look at that. It's the first time I seen these. Okay. These Coreopsis is new. I just put these in like last week. Boom, boom, boom. I really don't like this front garden, but what are we going to do about it? I got a Eclipse hydrangea. I almost gave up on it, but I really started taking care of it pre-season. But last year, it didn't even bloom. I've had it for 3 years now. But this is the best it's looked. It's getting big. We got a bloom back there. I'm going to give it some iron too. Because everybody else's, all my other hydrangeas is iron deficient. That one, the leaves is brown, but I'm going to give it some too. If you saw my container tour, you saw that this tree was stressing me out. This annual hibiscus. But look at it now. It rained for like a week straight, and after that, it has not been good. I think I hadn't been deep watering it good enough. But after that week of consistent rain, it has been lovely. It has been lovely. I do got a lupine. Hey, lupine has been so hard for me to keep and grow in the garden. So hard. This is the first year I have seen my coneflowers in like 2 years because the bunnies eat them when they're little. And so I protected them this year. I have not seen this sunflower in years. Years. Sunflower, coneflower. I have not seen this coneflower in years. Here's another one. I have not seen it in years. This one I protected, but they look stunted. They're not growing. I have some coneflowers somewhere else, and I was so excited because I literally have not seen my coneflowers in years because the bunnies eat them before they can grow. What is this I got covered up? Oh, here's another one I got covered up. Let me uncover it. It's about to bloom. I don't know what. I've been protecting that too long, but that's some kind of coneflower. Here's another one I had protected. It's not really growing because they get eaten up when they're small. So I'm happy to see them. Oh, I was gonna show you. Remember I told you I had the zinnias, the Sahara. See, these are planted here. Look at how they're like they're white here. I have these along the front. They're gorgeous, but I feel like they are doing so much better in the. I feel like they're doing so much better. Let me take this off. Doing so much better in the containers than they are in the landscape. But they're still doing good. You could tell the ones that get more sun versus the one that get more shade. But that's really it, guys. So much for coming along and walking through my garden with me. Look at this Japanese. The bunnies were eating it in the back, so I brought it up here. And they haven't been messing with it. I love this fern. There's a front view of my garden. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you. I'm trying to pump out more content. I keep talking about it. Life just be life, and you know what I mean? I would love to just come out in the garden every day and just film and make videos and show you what I'm doing, take you along with me, but I'm trying. But until next time, bye.